Hey guys, so this is The Legend of Zelda in a gold cartridge. But this is not the original. So, The Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. So yeah, got a gold cartridge there. Some of them came in gray cartridges, but a lot of them came in gold cartridges. And yeah, I have the original here. I may as well just show you while I'm at it. So yeah, original Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2, Adventures of Link. Now, this was interesting. A lot more people are accepting of this today rather than back in the 80s when this came out. Now, when this came out, it was, honestly, it was kind of a disappointment to some people, and they had others that, got back to what they should have been. In a sense, this is kind of like the Wind Waker. Some people were disappointed because they wanted something else at the time, but looking back, a lot more people love it and were more accepting of it. Same deal with this. These days, this is very iconic. People are like, oh yeah, amazing game. Why wouldn't anybody love it? But yeah, at the time, this just did not fit what people wanted. So what this was, so the original Zelda was a top-down game where you just go explore the overworld, go into caves and explore things all from top-down, collect a bunch of items, have hearts, all that sort of stuff, and it followed that typical Zelda formula that is in most Zelda games even to today. Now, this one diverged from that a little bit. You had more like a health meter, and you had like a magic meter. Magic you didn't have in the original Zelda, and you didn't have it in other Zeldas until quite a bit later. And so you had a meter, and you had the sword was shorter. It looked almost like a dagger, and it was just different gameplay. But the other thing is, most of this game was a side scroller. Now, it was it had an overworld, but when you move around the overworld, it's more like an overview or map. You wouldn't actually play or fight enemies in that or collect items in it. It was just to move around the overall everywhere. And then when you would actually get to an area where you can actually play, like a town, a cave, a forest, whatever, or when you walk into an enemy, you get pulled into an actual battle or something, and then it's all side-scrolling. Now, Zelda was not supposed to be side-scrolling. The original was a top-down view, and that's what people loved. They wanted to explore and collect items and have a top-down view and uncover secrets. So this, not quite like that. Sure, it had secrets and stuff, but this was more like a side-scrolling game, and it was more like fast action. So sure, they had a lot of great gameplay. You could like block with your shield, hit with your sword, and you could collect power-ups that would improve the gameplay. Like some of the things made it so you could hit up with your sword or hit down with it. I think that was an added thing, like the ability to jump and stuff like that. Different things were power-ups, and you would also get more magic and more. As you played, you get more experience. And you would be able to upgrade your health, your magic, and so gaining experience was a whole other game mechanic added to this, which was in other games, but not in the original Zelda. So a lot of things just diverged from the original Zelda, and people were expecting more of the original, like a second edition of the original with more stuff, because they loved the original Legend of Zelda, and this did not really deliver on that. And that's what turned a lot of people off to this game. Which was unfortunate. I feel like this contributed to the aesthetic of Zelda and kind of the growth of the aesthetic of the game. And it is a good game by itself. It's only disappointing because people expect it to follow the formula of the original game. Now, they did return back to the original formula. So this was kind of like a one-off thing, but it was a pretty solid game by itself. It was still fun, just not like what you expected. Now, I've heard people refer to this as the Dark Souls of Zelda games because it's difficult. You play over and over and keep getting killed until you get good, that type of thing. So it's a lot more skill-based combat and stuff, and it's a lot harder. So there's that. And it's just different from the original. It is good. It's a lot of exploring and a whole story to it and stuff. And it's a great game. It's just not like the original. That's all. So it was a great game, definitely, and especially if you're looking back now in the year 2025. If you're looking back to historical Zelda games, this is a must-play game. It does not quite follow the formula of what you would expect from a from a Zelda game, but it's still really good, and I would recommend checking this out. Just don't expect this to follow the original formula. That's all. But anyways, yeah. Legend of Zelda, Adventures of Link for the NES, and these days you can legitimately play it on There's the Switch online thing where you can, they have the virtual console thing where you can play all the games. You have to pay for that, but you can. That's one place. That's probably the more convenient place to pay for to play it if you don't mind paying for it. For me, I have the original. I would still play it on that because I have it. But there you go. Legends of Zelda 2. So we do a lot of retro gaming stuff, a lot of modern gaming stuff, PC gaming, console gaming, mobile gaming, lots of gaming content, do game captures, gear reviews, stuff like that. If that's the kind of stuff you want in your YouTube feed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our other great videos. And if you've played this game yourself or if you have an opinion, leave a comment down below. And if you found this game difficult or maybe it was easy for you, leave a comment down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on that next video.